All of a sudden, the phone started ringing while my mama talking. My mama say, I just know you ain't got no phone. And she did that little bounce and stood back. I'm like, immediately, I went froze. I don't know how I was looking on the outside, but the inside, my whole body went froze. She got closer like, I just know you ain't got no phone. Now, mind you, it's Joanne, Teddy, Beth is there, Mark standing right there. So I'm like, she said, wipe that look off your face right now. You got a phone? So I looked and she said, because I know you don't. So she said, was that child phone? So you know like how the call in, the person calls right back. Now in the inside, I'm like, so now it's really confirming that it's a phone. My mama say, give it here now before I get these people a prepaid show. So I looked, I'm like, she like, you steady want to play with me. You just love the telephone. And I give it to her. She said, you just can't stay away from a phone, can you? And she slammed it down on the counter, right? She slammed it down. So she told Joanne, how much is that window? How much is it? She said, well, we're going to have somebody else to come look at it. Right now, we still got plastic on it. She said, we're trying to get a lower price. My mama said, whatever price it is, whatever window you found that fit yours, please let me know. Me and Al will pay for it, right? Me and Al will pay for it. She said, yeah, but don't be so hard on them. Teenagers is being teenagers. Joanne legit was cool. Like, she was like one of those moms that even an outsider could come and talk to her and she'll be like, okay, I won't say nothing. Right? So she like, they just being teenagers. She like, we did that before. My mama said, I ain't never did nothing crazy like that before. I ain't never went down the block, bust people windows, paintball people garages on the block, throw eggs at people. No, I ain't never did that. I'm sorry. I was too busy being grown. I was being grown. I was never playing kid games. So I don't know what you did, but I ain't never did that. My mama said it just like that. So in the sense of, if you stand back and look at that, she was making it seem like she was so much better. Like she was so much better. Like, no, I ain't never like, she ain't never did nothing bad before. You know what I'm saying? So Joanne and them, they get up and leave, right? Now, mind you, me and Mark, we're still standing. All right? We're still standing in the same position. Soon as they leave, my mama locked that door. She said, She like, because you know what? Roddy Doddy, you like to test me. She went upstairs. Now, normally when she go upstairs, she changes shoes or clothes or whatever. My mama shot downstairs. Her whole gear was changed from the shoes, shirt. She got real comfy on me. She said, this a brand new phone. Who phone is this? So I'm like, and it rung again. It rung again. My mama say, She boop. Hello? So you hear the voice on the other end like, do I got the right number? I'm looking for Rashawn. My mama like, this is mama. Who is this? Click. I already caught the voice. It sounded like the register girl. I already caught the voice. It sounded like the register girl. So I'm like, please do not call this phone back. My mama tells me, empty out your pockets right now. So I'm stunned that she's asking me this. So I said, she said, if you fix your mouth to say, what you say, anything that make me repeat myself, I'm telling you, I'm finna go full force on you right now. Empty out your pockets. So I go in my pocket. Boom, there go the keys. She said, you don't need no house keys. Matter of fact, Mark, you can give me your house keys too. He like handing my book bag. She said, okay, you make sure that y'all don't got a home no more. Y'all visiting. You're visiting from now on. This is not your home. Don't tell your friends to come ring our bell. Nobody should call the house phone. You gonna do what I tell y'all do. Y'all get older. Y'all getting out. All right, now she's going through this whole. She going through this whole thing. She's trying to break us down. So it's kind of shit until. So boom, I dug in my other pocket. Right, I had a little candy wrapping papers in there. I dig in my back pocket. I feel it. That's Raymond's phone. So she like, I don't got all day. Empty the pockets before I start emptying them out for you. So I'm like, and I dig in my back pocket. And she said, I know that ain't the phone that I threw in the trash. I know. Put it back in the trash. Boom. Hit me in the back of the head as I'm turning. She said, put it back in the trash. Is that the phone I threw away? Is that so-called Raymond's phone that I threw away? And so I looked, I'm like, oh, so you just went on ahead and you went in the garbage can and you took it up on yourself to go get the phone. I'm like, because I was going to give it back. Put it in it, but I'm going to give it back because it ain't my phone. I don't care if it was Jesus Christ's phone. Put it where you got it from. I'm like, but in my mind is like, I got it from Raymond. I want to give it back in his hand. You know what I'm saying? But it just took me so long because I wasn't seeing him like that. My mom been on my heels. I've been having a lot going on from school, from work. It's a lot going on next door. So I wasn't getting enough time to see Raymond to give him his phone back. So I go ahead, I go to the garbage and I drop the phone in there, but I drop it on top. She say, put it all the way in there. So I'm like, it's in the trash. She say, put it all the way in there. So I flipped it off the thing. I pushed it off like it was on top of a paper plate. So I pushed it off the plate and it went to the side. You can hear it tumbling down. Dude. She say, so you think you grown. You want to keep playing with me. See, I see you got one of those thick skulls. You don't like to listen. It's so hard to get information through your head, ain't it? So I'm like, no, but I'm like, Mom, I'm doing good. Mom, I'm doing good in school. Yeah, you do good in one department and fail everywhere else. Fail everywhere else. Y'all done egg these people houses. Now I got to come out of money. First off, you ain't really got to come out of money. Dad is coming out of money. Not you. You not working. You never had a job a day before in your life. You don't even know how it feel to drop fries. Man, my mama took my phone. She say, you love the phone so much, don't you? The phone is your life. You just can't live without a phone. You just can't. That's why I took your phone. You just want to be on it all day. So since it's so important to you, let me show you something. My mama went in the closet. We had another closet in the living room. She opened it up. It's a bag. So I'm like, I just know. So Mark like, what's she finna do with the bag? I'm like, shh. She opened up. Front door now open. And she pulled the other gate door. Pop. And she go on the front porch. And she go hammer on the phone. So me and Mark, we like peeking, looking out the doorway because she left the door open. But she was right there that we could see. And she just hitting the phone with the bat, stomping on it. Came back inside the house. Got a broom and the dustpan, swept it up. And came back in the house and she said, now you don't have a phone. We ain't got to worry about you going in the garbage to get that. She said, now I'm going to tell y'all something before I go on ahead and knock y'all head off y'all body. Y'all going to be stuck on chores, duties. If it's anything you need to say right now, you better say it. And you only got a few seconds to say it. So she said, Mark, you got anything that you need to say because how the way I'm feeling right now, I want to. And she just kicked them. And I'm like, Mom, she said, oh, you want to. She said, you want to stand up for him? I'm talking to Mark. Is your name Mark? Is your name Mark? So Kayla come down like, Mom, I'm done eating. My hands need to be washed. She said, boo, man, here I come. He said, but I've been waiting. He like my hand. Now, he's a germophobic. He's a germophobic. Okay? She always, when he's done eating, she'll go, or I will go and get a wet cloth to wipe his hands. You know what I'm saying? Get a paper towel, dry it off, and stuff like that. He never really washed his own hands. So she like, I will be up there in a second, boo, man. He like, oh, do it myself then. So he goes do it himself. So I'm like, Ma, I'm sorry. She like, I'm so tired of your sorries. You say sorry more than anybody ever said sorry before. So Mark like, I don't got nothing to say. She said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let you make sure you go to your room. Make sure that y'all don't touch anything. And moving forward, I don't care how hungry you guys are. I don't care how hungry you are. Do not open my refrigerator. Don't touch my refrigerator. Don't touch my deep freezer downstairs. Don't touch my other refrigerator downstairs. Don't touch none of the refrigerators in the bars. Don't even touch Kayla's refrigerator. If you hungry, you come tell me. I'll put it out for you and you can make it. Other than that, don't go in my refrigerator since y'all like to play with food. So I was just sitting there. I'm still crying because the hit was a heavy impact. So she said, Rody Doty, do you got anything you need to tell me? So I'm like, well, I thought about it. I was going to bring up the basketball, but I got to play that smart. I got like a month or so of school left. I got 2 more tests to take, and I told the coach that I let him know. So I'm going to go through my dad with this one. I'm going to go through my dad with this one. So I went on ahead and it just flew out. I said, well, Miss Shirley, she changed my schedule and I'm going to be doing nights, sometime late evenings. She said, okay. I'm gonna make. Do I need to call her and make sure, or you sure you telling me the truth? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I could call her for you. She said, okay. I found out. I found out on my own time. Okay. When you gotta go to work? I'm like, tonight. I'm like, that's why the girl was calling my phone. She said, what phone? Because you ain't got no phone. You ain't supposed to have no phone. Why they call the house phone? They have the house phone. Ain't that's what you put on the application? I'm like, yeah. She said, okay. What time you got to be at work? I'm like, I don't know. She said, you know you got to work tonight. I'm like, yeah, because this is a day. This day is the normal day that I will work. So I'm just thinking that it would be at night. But I did throw the register girl today. You saw that, the underlay for the overlay. So boom. I called Miss Shirley off the house phone. I'm like, Miss Shirley, do I work today? She like, yeah. She said, yes, I do. So I got to come in. I'm releasing the register girl. I'm like, okay. She give me the time when I got to come in. So I'm like, Ma, I got to go in at 7. She like, 7? I'm like, yeah. She like, and what time you get off? I'm like, at 11. She like, okay. I'll pick you up. I'm like, okay, but if you can't, I can always walk home. She like, I will pick you up if you need to be picking up. You know what? I want to trust you so bad because you are doing good at school, but I'm tired of you. I'm really tired of you. You don't listen. You're supposed to be setting examples. So she going off the hand. She said, come on, Mark, go to your room. You upstairs now. So I get to my room. I have no door. I have no door. So she must was doing this, and my dad, they must was doing this, or she had somebody to help her because she don't know how to take down no door. While I was up there testing it, and she come up there while I'm finishing my test. Like, what was going on? Like, I had no door. I don't know how she got the bed out my room. I had no bed. My glow up in the dark rug. I didn't have no rug. No TV, no games, no radio. I had a can on top. If I cut on the radio, it would dance. Didn't have that. So my room looked like a new room. My mama opened up my closet because she came in and she said, you like it? She said, I did the new decorations. Now, remember, she said she was going to decorate my room. She opened up the closet. Now, these shoes was like old shoes that she got out the basement that I done had like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. Some of them I barely could fit. She said, this is going to be your new wardrobe. I took all your new stuff out because you don't know how to act. You don't know how to be like a normal teenager. You shouldn't dress like a normal teenager. You want to run away and be grown and do all these things that got me looking crazy. People embarrassing me in front of people on the block. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to treat you like you rags. You're going to go riches to rags real quick. So Mark comes upstairs. He's like, Mom, what happened to all my stuff in my room? She wiped him out too. So now I have cover. I'm sleeping on the floor. I don't even got no air bed. Sleeping on the floor. I'm just waiting on my time to go to work. I'm in the room. I'm amped. Like, I want to do this too. You left the stomach open. Oh. I'm over there going through so many emotions. She broke my phone. Boom, time come. I shower. I get myself together. My mama in the bar. I wanted to go still tell my mama that I'm finna leave. I go back there. I'm like, Mom. She like, what? I'm like, I'm about to get ready to go to work. Okay. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you to come back to the house when you get off. You got 30 minutes. You get off at 11. You better be here at 11:30, not 11:35, 11:34, 11:32, 11:31. You better be here at 11:30. I'm like, okay, I understand. She like, okay, love you, mean it, bye. Love you, mean it. Bye. Sometimes she would be affectionate and give me hugs and kisses on my lips and all that. Then it just was moments that she was just like, love you, mean it type. Like, bye. Like, what? Like, I didn't feel that, but I know you mad. Now I'm walking. I feel good. Boom. I'm walking. As I'm walking, I bump into Roy. on the same side of the street where they be serving at. I bump into Roy. He like, oh, you. I'm like, look, I told you, I ain't got no beef with you, man. I got to get to work. He like, well, we finna go to work together. I'm like, look, don't do that. So he like, so when y'all gonna get my money? Y'all gonna keep running to your mommy? I'm like, I don't run to my mama. I'm like, y'all keep dragging her in. Y'all keep bringing it to the block. So he like, well, what you want to do? I'm like, I don't want to do that. He like, we could do it right now. He like, we could dance right now. I'm like, I don't want to dance. I'm like, go on, man, and get up off me. Because he kept, like, brushing against me on the side. So I'm like, get up off me, man. He like, you don't tell. I'm like, man, I'm like, yo, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. He like, oh, you tough. I'm like, look, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to swing on you for real. I'm like, I'm telling you to stop following me. So now I'm getting amped up. I'm getting mad. Now, do y'all remember that bike that I took of his? Remember when I said Roy didn't see me across the street that time, and he went in somebody's crib, and I went over there and I took the bike and I sold the bike. I gave the bike basically away. The dude pull up on the bike. Roy like, hey man, that's my bike. So as soon as he said that, because it was a special bike, it had pegs and stuff on there, like colorful pegs. So he knew what was up. I kid you not. As soon as I saw the bike, it was like light cable. It was like I was saved by the bell, but this is a double whammy. So he like, I bought this bike with a bag because he had gave me a bag. He didn't give me no bread. He gave me a bag. So he was like, I bought it. But I was already I'm walking fast. He like, hey, come here. So he must have told him that he bought the bike from me because that was the dude local spot where he was serving his bags at anyway. So Roy, he following me. Right? He followed me like, yo, get my bike back right now. I'm like, I gotta go to work. I'm like, you could come inside my job and get it. They might call the cops though. I gets inside my workplace, right? Boom, yo there. So I'm trying to be calm, but I don't know if he's still walking up to the store. So I'm like, you gonna open the door? She like, you gotta ring the bell. I'm like, why are you still here? Don't you supposed to be off? She like, I had late paperwork to do, and plus I'm waiting on somebody. I'm like, oh, okay. So boom, she lets me in. I see the register girl. I'm like, hey, she ran up. She like, I was calling you and I keep calling. I'm like, my mom broke my phone. She said, what? She like, won't you just leave? Just come with me. So you're like, don't you supposed to be getting clocked in and ready? Y'all doing, you supposed to be clocking out.